Hi, I'm Pat McMahon. I'm an assistant business editor at the Los Angeles Times, and we have with us today Roger Vincent, a longtime real estate reporter at the Times, who's going to talk to us about the weekly property report that deals with commercial property in Los Angeles. So today we're going to talk about what's happening in Santa Monica. Roger?
Well, Pat, it's hard to believe now that not many years ago Santa Monica was a wasteland. Downtown Santa Monica was not a place people wanted to visit. Before the 3rd Street Promenade, it was kind of a scary place. Now, as most people know, Santa Monica is a very popular destination, an international destination. So much shopping, activity, all kinds of entertainment, but most of that is happening north of the Pier, in the downtown area, and to the south of there. But right in the area around the Civic Center, it's been kind of dead until now.
So what have they got cooking? I've seen a lot of construction down there.
Well, right on Ocean Boulevard, which is the main drag going down the ocean front, is a $350 million project that's about 60 or 70% done, but they've just gone on the market. These are condos. There's about 158 condos in multiple buildings. They've just named them. There's the Seychelles and the Waverly. These are going to be very luxurious buildings.
Are these condos?
Yes, these are condominiums that probably start at about $800,000. I have no idea how high it's going to go, but they'll be ready in the fall. They're being built by Related Companies, which is one of the country's largest and most popular developers. They built the Time Warner Center in New York, which is a gigantic mixed-use project, and here in Los Angeles they built the Century, probably the most luxurious condo project. It's in Century City.
And what about Rendells? I heard the Rendells also?
They do. This being Santa Monica, there are also subsidized rental housing units in this complex, about 160 apartments intended for people with middle incomes, which means if you're a family of 4, you need to have an income of about $50,000 or less to qualify. There'll be other qualifying procedures and a lottery that Related will conduct in the fall.
Wow. Now, isn't there a park also?
There is. That's part of the city's plan. The city has recognized that the Civic Center area has not been what they wanted it to be in terms of activity. People walking everywhere but the Civic Center, they just come and go. So they're also building a park called Tongva Park, which is named after an Indian tribe. It's a large park being built by the same people who built the High Line project, very popular park on an old railroad line, elevated railroad line in New York. Are building Tongva, which is going to be open in the fall. It's about a $47 million park. It's gorgeous from what I can tell.
Well, you know, Ocean Avenue down there is one of my longtime favorite restaurants, Chez J. You're not going to mess that up, are you?
Well, no, nobody would mess with Chez J. It's been around for almost 6 decades. The Rat Pack, a lot of celebrity types have gone there to be not seen but have a good time, as have countless locals, of course. So Chez J's is there. In fact, they're thinking about expanding. But don't forget, all this is happening on land that used to belong to the Rand Corporation, one of the most famous think tanks in the country. Rand sold this large campus they had on Ocean Avenue to the city of Santa Monica after razing their old buildings. So they built themselves a new headquarters on the site, and that left this land open for development that the city chose Related to build on.
Cool. Now, where is this from the pier? Everybody knows where the pier is.
Well, if you went to Santa Monica Pier, which is doing very well, it's a symbol of not just Santa Monica now, it's a symbol for all of Southern California. People come from all over the world to visit the pier and that part of the city. But this is just south of there, so if you kept heading down the street south from there, you'll see hotels on the ocean side, but things up until now have been quite on the east side. But also with these new condos will be will be coffee houses, restaurants, probably some very high-end restaurants, a whole range. So people who live there and work nearby, tourists can also go and eat, hang out in a coffee shop. So it's a multi-purpose compound, going to be several acres, and should be quite spectacular.
That's cool. Well, thanks very much. This has been great. Roger Vincent is in the paper all the time. You can follow the property report on every Thursday in the Los Angeles Times, and follow him all the time on LAtimes.com.